It's over. It's all over. Demon Slayer is done. And you know what I say? Good for the author for not prolonging it and just milking it to make more money. Because she easily could have done that like some other If you don't want to know the ending of Demon Slayer, then what the frick are you doing here? Get out! How was it? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it a letdown? Well, let's get into it. Get out now! Okay, the final battle. Some say just went on too long. It did go quite a long time, but if you've read the story, you know that a lot of these battles with these demons seem to take a very long time. Another complaint about this final battle is that Muzan has these big tentacles and he just kind of whips them around, and there's no finesse to his fighting. Is that really so out of character for him to have a fighting style like that? He's not really about finesse. He's not about style points. He's about kill. Now it's very clear that the MVP of this battle was none other than Tamayo, which is a bit of a surprise, but if it wasn't for her drugs constantly wearing him down, all the pillars in Tanjiro would have inevitably been defeated. I don't need to be stronger than you to kill you. I can just make you weaker. She sort of taunts Muzan as she gets her final revenge. It's all up to Tanjiro and the boys now. Can they finish him off? I'm sure it's because of Tamayo-san's drugs. We can do this. We can win. It's only a little more until dawn. They have to keep Muzan out until dawn so the sun can kill him once and for all. Inosuke has no business at all going toe-to-toe with Muzan. But has that ever stopped Inosuke from doing anything? You sure got me back there. You're dead. He's got tears in his eyes. And here he goes. He jumps into action. And Muzan grabs him and inevitably is going to kill him. But who comes in to save the day but Zenitsu, our boy, the man who is afraid of anything, who's constantly screaming, comes in to save the day without any fear whatsoever. What a beautiful moment. Tanjiro, just think about staying alive. Can you hear me? You're not gonna die. You are not gonna die. That doesn't sound like Zenitsu. How nice. And of course, as Inosuke is about to get killed, who comes in to save him but Tanjiro? They're all saving each other here. And finally, the big moment. Tanjiro pins him against the building. I can't unleash any more techniques. I'll pin Muzan down for as long as I can, even if it's just a second. And as Muzan turns his face into a giant vagina, the pillars come to his rescue. It's the dawn. Just keep holding out, everyone. The decisive moment approaches. Muzan can see the sun rising. Uh-oh. He starts whipping his tentacles around. Crazy style, holy moly, look at that. And he rips off one of Tanjiro's arms. This is getting intense. He's down an eye, now he's down an arm. But he will not let go. Don't loosen up your hand, because all he's got to do is hold him down for just another minute. Muzan, if I shrink my body, I'll be burned away in a second. Protect my body with an armor of flesh. So in order to give himself more time, he expands himself so there's more flesh to burn so he doesn't die so quick. But the weird thing is he turns into a giant baby. Now all the side characters, the nameless, anonymous people come out to throw things on top of him and slow him down. And finally, the sun rises enough to wipe this baby away. Could Muzan finally be dead? Is it really done? And let us pause to go through the saddest moment of the entire frickin' story. So we have our two pillars here, who are in love. When I met you that day, you were a very normal girl. You actually saved me. You got excited over the smallest things. And your smile, it's just too sad. I had a lot of fun talking with you. It felt like I was a normal young man, and that made me happy. I'm sure the others felt the same way. The kindness inside you was infinite. So you've healed many people's hearts. Hold your head high. I'm so happy. I really love you, Iguro-san. Iguro-san, please. If we ever get reborn, if we're born again as humans, will you make me your wife? Oh, I can't even read this. It's just it's too much. Of course, if you say if you're fine. let's just skip this part. We have Zenitsu, who is very concerned about his wife Nezuko. If I die, tell my wife Nezuko I love her. She's not your wife. And that I was heroic. I loved Nezuko to the very end. Uh-oh. Tanjiro doesn't seem to be moving. He's not breathing, and he has no pulse. He's still gripping the sword in his hand. Tanjiro, remembering his happy face. I failed to protect someone again. I'm the one always being protected by people. Forgive me. I'm sorry, Nezuko. I'm so sorry. Oh, we can't take it! Tanjiro awakens. You will destroy the demon hunters in my stead. Tanjiro whips out a new arm and starts the attack. Demon Tanjiro is here. Is this the moment that we're gonna have Demon Slayer 2, where Nezuko's gonna be the Demon Slayer and Tanjiro's gonna be the big bad? Is this where we're going? Tanjiro! Tanjiro goes to attack Zenitsu. Zenitsu knows what he must do, but I can't slice him. I can't do it, Tanjiro. I just can't. And there's blood sprayed, but it's Nezuko. Nezuko has stepped in to stop Tanjiro. Oni-chan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being unable to understand what was happening this whole time. You carried everything on your own shoulders, Oni-chan. And Tanjiro is fighting the demon within that is trying so hard to kill everyone. Ooh. And this is the panel that everyone got a little too excited about. Tanjiro tackles Nezuko, gets on top of her, fulfills the fantasies of many degenerates out there. Stop. Stop. They're brother and sister, okay? Stop. Some might say this is an ass pool. Maybe it is, but whatever. Kanao has medicine that will save Tanjiro. The waifu is going to save him, and here she goes. Breath of Flower, final form, scarlet spider lily eyes, and she gets Tanjiro right in the back. Tanjiro comes back. And Tanjiro and his waifu get a good look at each other, and everyone is happy. 3 months later, everyone's together in the hospital room. The cherry blossoms are in full bloom. They're so beautiful. They remember those who've died. That's it. Goodbye to our main characters. And the final chapter is a flash forward of the ancestors of Tanjiro and friends. This is a bit odd. These are their great-great-grandchildren. One of the things we learn is that our boy, Zenitsu, did indeed get together with Nezuko, because here is their great-great-grandson and their great-great-granddaughter. And who do they look like? Nezuko and Zenitsu. So they did it. Good job, our boy Zenitsu. He won her over. And then Tanjiro's great-great-whatever. He's got the Tanjiro blood in him. He's jumping off of buildings. He's running around. And all he's doing is he's running to school. They gotta get to school on time. And then on the wall here we have Tanjiro's sword, and look, there's his earrings in a little case. Pretty satisfying, I'd say. How would we rank this ending? What do we think? Well, one of the big weaknesses of manga and anime, I think, is the endings. Authors seem to have a lot of trouble landing that plane and really making them good. All the character arcs had a nice little bow on them. Everybody had a great moment fighting Muzan, especially as I've illustrated our 3 main characters. I think I would give it a solid 9, maybe a 10. I mean, honestly, what more would you want? I would say maybe the only thing I would want more is a little more time with our main characters. Maybe a chapter of them being older instead of, what is it, a couple decades later? We don't know those kids, we don't particularly care. But I suppose that ending allowed us to see some of the dead characters reincarnated and come back. So that sort of gives everyone a nice ending. I can't wait to see this animated. I think it's going to be very emotional. I can't even get through some of it reading without crying like a little bitch. And so I feel like when you get this thing animated, man, it's going to hit a powerful, emotional chord time and time again. This is going to be epic. So the big question now, Attack on Titan is about to end. Can Attack on Titan top this? A lot of people are not too happy about recent chapters. It's dragging a little bit as we get our alliance coming up to Eren as they're going to try and stop him. Most people don't want Eren to be stopped because he's doing what is necessary. Well, I'm going to give you my prediction. Because right now, only one of two things can happen. As far as I can tell. 1, Eren destroys the world. 2, Eren decides not to destroy the world. We have the potential of the Alliance trying to kill Eren and Mikasa going ham against the Alliance. We have a lot of potential violence and tragedy that could happen. I think we're gonna get the ending that we all want. I think Eren's gonna pull it off and he's gonna genocide the entire world. I think it's gonna happen and I'm gonna tell you why. Let's remember Eren sees that scenery. The author of Attack on Titan has stated before his enjoyment of the ending of the movie The Mist, which was tragic. If you don't know what it is, just go look it up. I'm not going to explain it. So he has an affinity for tragic endings, and I think the most tragic ending that you can get is for the Alliance to come really close to stopping Eren, and then for Eren to quash them. Because how else are we going to get to Eren holding his baby at the end in the last panel? And so that last panel is not necessarily going to be a happy ending. It's going to be a dark, bittersweet ending. Eren's saying, you are free now. But the subcontext of that is, I had to kill my friends. I had to destroy the world. And the only way that you could be free was for me to do this. And that's how I think we go from genocide to happy ending. Because guess what? It isn't really a happy ending. That's the only way that I see it. The author is setting us all up right now to think that the Alliance is going to kill Eren. Good luck. That's it. That's all I've got to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. And be sure to like and subscribe. We'll talk more about manga and anime and all this crazy crap. But that's it. That's all I've got. I got nothing more to say. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Nice evening. Maybe get some donuts for later. Everyone likes donuts.